Hey guys, Luke back with another video. This one's going to be for all of the weapon case locations on the Dam Battlegrounds map. And I ended up with 33 weapon cases in total. I believe it's all of them. And I went ahead and made you guys a route map, and I'll go ahead and show you that here in a second. And the only thing you really need to know is that the timestamps will be down below, and they'll also be in the description and in the comment section, and they'll go by the number on the route. So if a spot is numbered 3, the timestamp will be numbered 3 as well. And there isn't really much else to tell you. I'm going to go ahead and show you the route map real quick. Alright, here's the route map. As you can see down at the bottom, we start at 1 and 2 down here to the south, and then we make our way over to 3 and so forth throughout here. And then these red dots up here, these represent places that people say are a weapon case, but I've went to probably 100 times each and have never seen a weapon case at either one of these spots. But I did want to include them just in case I was just extremely unlucky. And all the other ones I have on video film, so they're all confirmed and ready to go. So that you can just go ahead and follow this route in any way you want. Say you spawn right here at this spawn point, you can just jump in at 3. Or if you spawn here at this spawn point, right here, jump in at 15, make your way down, and then just come back up this way. And with that said, we can go ahead and get started. And to begin, we can start down here at the very south, down here in the Formicai Hills, at the Formicai Outpost. There are 2 weapon case spots up this way. Head up here. The first one's going to be right here to the right. And now we can go ahead and try to jump up on the second level here. It's a bit of a tricky jump, so it might take you a few times to get used to doing this one. Just kind of hold spacebar after you jump and you'll catch yourself if you don't make it. Got it that time. And the other weapon case is just right over there. There's also a grenade case and an ammo box up here that can spawn. And there's those 2. Now we can move on to the next one. This next spot is pretty straightforward. It's just right over here to the east. Over this way. Kind of near the testing annex. There's going to be a little camp right here with a bunch of ruined vehicles and stuff. And you'll find a weapon case over on top of the bed of this truck. And I got a renegade, that's pretty nice. The next spot's weapon case is also pretty straightforward. It's just over here at the Red Lake's balcony. There's a small camp here with a bunch of structures. And this one right here on the second level has a weapon case. If you look over right here. The next weapon case can be found down inside of a pit over here in the Red Lake's balcony area. Kind of right outside the Research and Administration building to the right of it. You'll see this big pit right here. And then go down this way and then find a zip line and ride that down. And then you'll find the weapon case over here in the corner. And you can also enter from the tunnel behind me. There's that one. The next weapon case can be found on the second floor of the Research and Administration building. Right here. I'll look around for a second so you can see where I'm at. Head this way. This dark room usually has some ARC guys, like the dudes that roll around. Looks like they're already destroyed though. Go up this zip line right here.
Don't shoot.
Go left here. Then you'll find a weapon case hiding right behind this couch. The next 3 weapon cases can all be found inside of the control tower locked key room. So you will need the control tower key to get inside of here. And you'll need to come to the big old control tower. It's kind of hard to miss. And you'll need this key right here. And if you don't know where to find this key, it can be found in any of the red lockers throughout any of the maps. And it's completely RNG if it drops or not, so you'll just have to get lucky. Open this up, and then you'll have 2 zip lines to go up. Up one more. And there can be a turret up through here. It's a random spawn chance. And there are 3 weapon cases in this room, but in this clip I only found one of them. And I'll go ahead and put on screen once I'm in there the other 2 locations for you. Use your key on this door. And there's usually a turret in here, so be ready for that. And the first location, freeze frame, right here. And the second location did spawn for me right here. And I don't actually look in the third location in this clip, but it's right next to these red lockers, and I'll put it on screen right now. And then the rest of the loot in this room is all just basically, you know, generic, same old loot you'll find in any lockers, but a little bit better because it's in a locked room. Like that. And now we can go ahead and move on to the next weapon cases. The final weapon case in the control tower building can be found down here on the first floor. And I'm approaching from the northern part of the lower dam where you kind of go up the zip line. Right here. And then you can just go through here and make a left. And there are arc through here sometimes, the roller guys, so be careful. Make your way back through here. And then back in the corner back here is where we'll find the weapon case. Right here to the right. Laying right here. And there can also be a grenade case to the left of it. The next weapon case is in a pretty good loot spot in general. Over here near the control tower. Just next to it. This is on the upper side of the dam. Head down through here, and then lower this bridge right here. Once this is lowered, you can travel over here. And then I'm going to hit this real quick. Breach this door right here. And you'll find the weapon case inside of here. There is another loot room 2 more bridges over, but it doesn't have a weapon case in it. But here's this one. And I'll show you a little bit of the other loot real quick. If you have the security breach perk, you can open up these lockers right here. Next one's pretty easy to find. It's over here at the Dam Floodgates area. Head to here. And then make your way through this doorway right here. And then over here to the left is where you'll find the weapon case. Just in right here. The next weapon case can be found pretty much nearby the one we just picked up here at the Dam Floodgates area. Just right here. And this is the breach where it's really open. If you go underneath the structure that's slanted, this thing right here, there'll be a weapon case sitting right here. There's a weapon case out here in the Red Lakes area. If you go to this structure right here, it's like a ruined building kind of covered in sand. And I'm going to get attacked by this thing. Yep. And there's a weapon case in here, but it looks like that it is already looted. So unfortunately I can't show you the loot, but it should be the same as the other ones. For the next case, make your way over to the broken bridge up here to the northeast. Just follow the bridge like that. And come to the end of it. And then sort of slowly tap your way off. And then right after your character collides with the surface, hold spacebar. You'll grab this, and then you can pull yourself up. And if you can't make the jump, you can just use a zip line to get up here. And there's that one. The next weapon case is found up here in the power generation complex area. And this is on the right-hand side, not the left-hand side of it. And if you look next to this pallet right here, you'll see the weapon case. And this is where this one is. For the next two weapon cases, you will need a zip line to reach them. So bring a zip line over to Pipeline Tower and then zip line up on top of it. You can pretty much do that from anywhere. And then once you reach up here, there is a spot that didn't spawn for me, and I'll go ahead and freeze frame right here. I'll show that to you. And then the other one is just sitting right over here. The next weapon case can be found right nearby the Pipeline Tower cases we just got. Right here. And you just need to go up on this broken bridge structure up here. You'll find the weapon case just sitting right here. The next three weapon cases can be found in the Hydroponic Dome complex area. And I wasn't able to get them all in the same clip, so it will be 3 separate clips for these ones. But the first one is over here on the eastern side, in the eastern building. Just make your way in and then go to the right. And you'll see it sitting right here. The next weapon case can be found over here to the west, in the western building. Just right inside of it. Careful of the arc that can be in here. But here's this one. And I'll go ahead and show you that third one. The final weapon case for this area can be found in the same building we were just in for the second one. Over here to the west. And this one is in the northwest corner of this building. Just sitting right back here. These next couple of weapon cases are pretty well hidden. This one is right here in the central swamp area. So come to right here. And then you're going to look out for a treehouse looking thing next to a car. And then you'll climb up in it, and that's where the weapon case will be. And then also, it has a chance to have a grenade case up here. And then the other weapon case is just right nearby this one, and I'll show you where that is. And then the next case is just right nearby, right here. So head to this spot. And then you'll find it sitting right here. For the next case, make your way over to the water treatment elevator area. Over this way. This is right at that extraction. And then go up on these pipes. Let me fight this guy real quick. And then make your way all the way to the end. As you can see down there, there is a case down there. And you can actually look up and look for the case before you get up on these pipes so people don't see you running up here. But if it's there, go grab it. And then to get down, just kind of roll. There's a better way to do this, but I don't know how to do it. There are 2 weapon cases inside of the water treatment control building. And one of them's locked behind a key door. And I wasn't able to get them both in one clip, so I will be showing 2 separate clips for this building. The first one is going to be the one that's outside of the locked room, so over here to the left. Sitting right here. And then now I'll go ahead and show you the next clip, which has the locked room door. Next up we have the dam surveillance room, and you will need a key for this one. And I'll show you what that key looks like here in a second. Here's where it is. And here is the key you'll need. You can find these in red lockers pretty much on any of the maps, and it's completely RNG, so good luck. You use the key right here. Hit it again. And then the weapon case will be right here in the corner. And I'll go ahead and leave the rest of the looting in so you guys can see what else is in here. There's a quick and easy case location over here at South Swamp Outpost. And this one's really easy to find. All you have to do is go inside of this building right here. And then the case will be sitting right here on a couch. Cases 29, 30, and 31 can all be found over here at the water towers area. And this one's different in that you'll also need a zip line to reach all 3 of these, because they're up on top of the water towers. And you can actually go up on this hill and look over with a scoped weapon and see if they're there before you use your zip line. That way you don't have to waste your zip line. But only one of them spawned for me, and all 3 of these towers can actually have one, so make sure you look at all of them. And there's those ones. There's a weapon case spawn over here in the Formicai Hills, over by the radio tower. Just right here. Can't miss it. Just look behind this green shack right here, and it'll be laying right here on the ground. There's also a grenade case inside of that green shack. And then last but not least of my confirmed weapon case locations is down here in the Formicai Hills. And it's just right here, kind of out in the bush, hidden away. Just come to this spot and look for like where a ridge line sticks out a little bit, right here. And you'll find a weapon case sitting right here. And also a grenade case spawns here also. And now we can get on to the unconfirmed locations. The first of a possible weapon location I'm going to show is up here at the power generation complex. So if you come to this point right here, outside of the building, on the lower end, there will be a zip line that you can go up. And the reason I think there's a weapon case up here is because I've seen online people report that there is, though I haven't been able to confirm it myself because I've came here probably 10 times and used 10 different power rods on this door, and I don't think I've ever seen the weapon case at all spawn inside of here. And I'll show you that in a second. Here's where you use the power rod, this thing right here. Open it up, and there's supposed to be a weapon case in here, but unfortunately for me there never is, like ever. So you guys will have to let me know if you end up finding a weapon case inside of here. And I'll just go ahead and really quickly show you the loot that you can find inside of this little room, and then I'll show you where you can get power rods to open this door. Like a pretty good spawn. And for the power rods, you just need to open up these things right here. Let me kill this. Reach these two things right here, and these two things have a pretty good chance to spawn the power rods. See if we get one. And yeah, I did get 2 out of that one, so we could use those to power the door if I didn't bring one with me, but I already did. And then, oh, couldn't avoid that. But the other spot where you can also check for power rods is right over here. There's another identical set of breachable doors. And no power rods out of this one, but we can go ahead and move on to the next place. Also figured I'd show you real quick that you can recycle a snap hook and get a power rod also if you don't feel like farming it. And here's our final possible spot. People online say that on the 2nd floor of the Pale Apartments building, the right one, there is a weapon case, but I've never found a weapon case. I've been here probably 150 times. And I probably found 75 grenade cases and 0 weapon cases. So I'm going to check both floors just to be sure. Nothing on this one. And I always find a grenade case on the 2nd floor, pretty much most of the time. And there can be a little bit of those arc spiders up in here, so be careful. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, 4. A lot of spiders up here. And there's the grenade case. And no weapon case. So let me know if you guys find a weapon case up here at any point. And that brings me to the end of the video. If you found it helpful, leave me a like, because that helps the video reach more people. And consider subscribing if you want more ARK content like this, because I guess if this video gets enough attention and people want another video, I'll make the spaceport video, all weapon case locations. And then I can do the other stuff too, like raider caches and all that if it's wanted. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next one.